You're live on Culture Cove right here on Hued Network. And as always, my name is Blessing Dagin. Today promises to be a very, very interesting show. And so let's go straight into introducing the people we have in the studio. I'll start from my right. I have Sharon in the building. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Blessing. It's another beautiful day.
Yeah. And we're about to have a beautiful show.
Of course.
All right. Well, I'll now go to my far left. I have Omokafe.
Hello.
Hi, Kafe.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. And then now to the time you've been waiting for, our guest for today. We have in the building Daisey Ogeh.
Hey.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Blessing. Good afternoon.
It's so good to have you join us.
Thank you.
Hello, Daisy.
Hello.
It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go straight into the show. We were live at the Genius Creators Summit, and we're here to talk about the impact it has had on creators. But before we do that, let's take a quick highlight at what happened at the event. Well, hello and welcome to the biggest Creators Summit of 2025. We're live at the Genius Creators Summit, and it promises to be an event full of life and, of course, education for a lot of creators. What are we talking about? We're talking about AI and the future of content creation in Africa. The room is filled up. Policymakers, content creators, all walking in. The energy in the room, something you would love to look out for. So stick around as we are about to take you on a ride of a lifetime. In the age of algorithms, what becomes of authentic African storytelling?
The most successful African creators, financially, in terms of social impact, in terms of voice, are people who create for the local audience. Then while they are creating, the world comes and looks for them. The most important thing is to create for Africans. That thing we've been saying that you hear, let us tell African stories to the world. I don't want to call it a scam. And it doesn't mean that the people that are saying it are dishonest. It means that when you look at the actual data, you are more better positioned if you create for the local audience.
The conversations were honest about the business side of creativity, about opportunities, and about the challenges many young creators face every day.
There is no doubt, if there is anything that you can take away from us in Africa, is our creativity. I just came back recently from a similar conference in Nairobi, and one of the things I mentioned with regards to people thinking that AI can be, African AI can be stolen or can be done by external people. I tell them AI is like Afrobeats. Nobody's going to sing Afrobeats for you. We have to sing it by ourselves.
We are now at a turning point where creativity and technology are rewriting Africa's economic narrative. This transformation is already contributing about $5 billion to the continent's GDP and supports up to 5 million jobs.
Government is really working towards creating an enabling environment for the creatives. Now, this will be done through three ways: access to funding, infrastructure deployment, and correct policy formulation. Now, the ministry is working on the IP securitization policy, which will basically give creatives the ability to secure their intellectual property while also protecting it. We want creatives to have to own their IP. We don't want their IP to go to be owned in other countries. We want them to own it here. We want them to be able to make money off it. So the IP securitization and monetization policy is something we're working on. We're also working on the Creative Economy Development Fund. This is a fund, a $200 million fund that was created specifically for the Nigerian creatives and also people working in the culture and tourism sector.
So I would make reference to one of the things that Nathan said. He said, if we do not shape AI, someone will. And that's how, if we do not position ourselves fully to harness the potentials of AI, others will, and we will be left behind. And when I was speaking, I talked about the first industrial revolution, the second, the third, we've been left behind. But now Nigeria, beyond Nigeria, Africa at large, must be able to position themselves because there is so much in front of us. It's a revolution. We can run away from it. And that's why there isn't a better time for us to have conversations like this than now. So we're able to talk about how we could position ourselves, not just the creative industry, but all sectors at large, because technology is pervasive. It permeates all aspects of our lives. And so it is quite timely and apt for us to have conversations like this.
And I was Hakuna Matata, Kumbaya Kumbaye, the world's gonna be a better place, until I realized that for us to remain sustainable as a company or as an organization, to really do the kind of things we needed to do, you need money for you to do that. And the kind of money you needed was not small money. You need big money to actually shoot films. But when we say we need big money to shoot films, you're probably thinking of, something on the box office and all that. And I'm so glad that JJC Skills mentioned it. If you're going to get people to believe in your dream or your vision, you have to first show them a small version of it. And there are versions that you need to create that don't require money. For example, hope you know that there are people that shoot complete films with a small phone. Yes. And it does well. It's all about the creativity, because people don't invest in your film because you have drones or you have cranes. That's not why they're going to invest in your film. It's the idea behind it. What problem are you trying to solve? So if you put the cart before the horse, you're definitely going to make mistakes as a creator. If you're looking at the tools and looking at everything, especially now that everybody's talking about AI, if your focus is on AI as a tool, you've probably missed the mark.
It's everyone's responsibility. You can't necessarily stage manage the growth of the space. All you can do is create an enabling environment. And because you can't force people to create, so you want people to organically do things that will create an economy. But some of the things that we can do is make it easy, create the enabling environment for creators to thrive. So that is recognizing even IP as an asset class, for a creator to be able to access finance. Those kind of things are the things that would unlock the value.
AI cannot do something by itself. It needs the human touch. So don't fear AI, embrace it. Do not consume, create. Be part of the change. Tell your story, use your language, be authentically yourself. And by doing that, you will have a place in the industry. You will find a place. And then most importantly, guys, learn the new technology. As it comes out, learn it. If you can't afford it, use the free subscription. Use whatever avenue. Borrow Wi-Fi, go to a coffee shop, do whatever you have to do just to be able to learn what is happening, because the future is already here. It's not coming.
The number of people that were here today, are just showing that a lot of people are tired of just sitting back and just waiting for someone to hand them something, but people are now coming to take it. So a lot of people are coming out now to say, okay, no, I want to be part of this. I want to understand how to go about this. I want to learn, and I want to use this to aid my creativity and my growth in whatever aspect of creativity they do, or in whatever aspect of sector they're in. So I definitely think it has achieved that, because yes, a lot of good feedback, and thank you guys as well for being here.
Conversations were promised, solutions have been given, creators have given us a way forward, policymakers have said yes, we are putting in policies to protect content creators and give them all they need, especially using AI. The Genius Creators Summit 2025 was indeed a success. And what do we look forward to from now? More action, more action, more action. This is the Genius Creators Summit 2025, and I am Blessing again, signing out.
Interesting.
Very.
Quite a long summary, but then I think it was quite interesting to watch. So, okay, let's go straight to, reliving the moment of the Genius Creators Summit 2025. You were there as a participant. Before we even talk about anything, how was it? How was the experience for you like?
It was different. I think this is the first AI summit we're having in Abuja that I have attended.
Okay.
And I think that it's something that I look forward to attending again, and also taking action from what I've learned from that summit, applying it in my life, in my business, spreading the word and all that.
Okay. How do you intend to apply it in your business? What business do you do, and how to implement AI?
That's a trick question.
Okay.
Okay, let me rephrase. I intend to apply it in my business when I have a business.
Okay.
That would save me right now.
Actually, yes. So we're having this conversation because it's important we follow up. Like you said, it's like the first ever you attended in Abuja, and it's something that is good. The initiative quite, something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
But then after the first edition, we're here to, talk about the impact. Since I think it's been a few weeks now, and now we're here. From things you've learned so far, how would you rate, the impact it's having on you currently?
Okay, so before now, I think of AI as an abstract thing, right? The summit was somewhat a hands-on activity for me, because I'm now hearing real life people talk about AI, how it has helped them, how it's helping people, what revenue is there to improve AI and improve lives and businesses and all that. And that for me was more like a broadening of my horizon, such that I'm now seeing it beyond just an abstract concept. It's now looking like, oh, okay, I planted this, it's growing. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let's see what this is. And it's very welcoming.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to see where this will take me to. Like I said, this was my first AI summit that I attended. This is the first time I'm actually hearing people in a hall that big speaking about artificial intelligence, this one, that one. I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, that was it for me.
Well, we see that of course, they had lots of sections there and all of that. But what was like a striking moment for you? One moment you were like, oh my goodness, this is it.
Okay. Let me see. Can I pick any at this point? I'm not sure. Because besides being a participant at the event, I was also like the content person for the event. Okay. So I was everywhere at every time. And I can talk about people's experiences. They were fascinated, they were excited, they were surprised. And for me, I'm like, okay, me too. So yes, I wish I can pick any particular moment that stood out for me.
Okay, so during the conversations, policymakers, big content creators that have blown, exactly. A lot of them were talking about how we could use AI to our advantage, especially as African creators, and that was the basis of our conversations there. Now, one thing that was preached, if I may use that word, is the fact that we need to start creating building AI for Africa, tailored particularly for the African audience. As a creator, the way we speak as Africans, I mean, it's so beautiful. But then in this century, I don't know how many people really think the way we speak as Africans is beautiful, because we're all trying to sound, like we're coming from somewhere else. So what do you think?
So I feel like it depends on the niche that you're in.
Okay.
It depends on what you do.
Okay.
I said that I do not have a business, right? And that is true for the context of this conversation. So I'm a teacher. I teach in a British school. Right? In this school, we have teachers that are from Britain.
Yeah.
We have teachers from different parts of the world, from Australia, from South Africa, from wherever, right? Now, I cannot speak like these people. I do not intend to speak like these people. We have Indian teachers as well, right? So when I said about your niche, let me come back to where I'm dragging all of us to.
Okay.
In this school now, you can actually tell that this person is an Indian teacher, a Nigerian teacher, a British teacher, an American teacher. But at the end of the day, we're doing one job, teaching these children.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about your accents. All they care about is the value that you're bringing to the children, to the school, to the parents, to your fellow teachers, and to yourself. So I don't really think that people feel like our accent as Africans or the way we speak or anything like that is somehow.
Okay, so I think let me put some more context into that conversation I was trying to bring up.
Okay.
You see an average Nigerian creator. I mean, you're trying to make content and you're trying to use AI. But then you're talking about, say, Olawale in Ogun State. And then you hear an AI that is saying Olawale, game
Right. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
What do you think this would communicate to Nigerian or African creators that are doing this? Since we're trying to preach the use of...
So I think that is where this AI summit comes in.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we are trying to create for Africans by Africans, because we understand our culture, we understand what's important to us, the pronunciation of our names are important. Is anybody Yoruba here?
Yoruba, part
Fantastic.
Yoruba.
I'm Yoruba too.
Okay, great.
Yoruba.
I'm sure that in Yoruba, one word spelled as something can mean different things when it's pronounced different ways.
Yes.
So that thing about the voice sounding, So I feel like that AI summit can actually encourage people that want to come into this field to want to do more, because that's just one aspect.
Yeah.
And want to create something. I think there's some people already doing this, trying to ensure that those words are pronounced the way they're pronounced. There's Chimamanda.
Yeah.
She would always tell you, you cannot pronounce her name. Can I call you Chi? Chi what? Chimamanda Adichie. So I feel like people are already doing it. They can do more. AI can help us, can help them in that aspect, because I'm not part of them. My part does not concern all this work. But yes, I think at the end of the day, we can create for Africans, for Nigerians, because Africa is broad.
Yeah,
what we do in Nigeria is not what they are doing in Ghana, that is our neighbor here. It's not what they are doing in Kenya.
And your neighbor is a Ghanaian.
Oh, right. Right. It's very different. It's not what they're doing in Egypt.
Yeah.
In fact, some people in some countries in Africa feel they're not even Africans. So when we say Africa, it's broad.
Yeah.
We should narrow it down to AI for Nigerians, by Nigerians. Let's see what we can build, what we can improve, what we can create, really.
All right. So, on Culture Cove, we're trying to see how we could preserve our way of life. That's our culture, different ways. So when we're talking about AI in this century and how it can help in probably preserving our culture, what do you think an AI should be taxed with creating that could help preserve our culture as Nigerians?
What can we tax AI with that would help to preserve the culture in Nigeria?
Yeah.
We can task AI with everything, to be honest. Everybody, well, not everybody, almost everybody that I know personally uses ChatGPT. They use Gemini. They use the other one, and the other one, and the other one, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what we're tasking AI with is what we'll still task AI with, but just a bit streamlined to things that are common to the Nigerian culture. So instead of asking AI to give you a storyline about the oak tree, you can tell AI to give you a storyline about the mango, about the dogoyaro. No, but it's true, because that's our culture. That's what we do here, right? When you ask AI to generate pictures for you, instead of asking AI to give you a suit that is with 4, you can ask AI to give you something with danshiki, something with what fabric do we have in Nigeria? Yes, with Ankara. We can actually do all this. Even the colors that we use here in Nigeria, people that are not Nigerians are very minimalist. They're like white, gray, brown, black. We don't do that in Nigeria. We like yellow and red and blue.
Oh my goodness.
We want you need to know that we are here.
We are here, we're
Do you
right. We're happy people.
We're happy people. Even our hairstyle. Yes, my hairstyle looks very, but that's not the point. My hair still looks like it's my hair. The styles that we, feed this AI with, because AI monitors everything that we do. It stores the things that we do. So if your history is already given, you're an Americano, and you're not saying Nigerian tomorrow, it's not going to work. Because AI works with patterns. It already knows that, okay, this means that A plus A equals A squared. A plus A plus A equals to A raised to the power 3. So the day you now bring B minus K, AI is confused because you've been feeding it to the wrong prompt all this while. You're not giving it enough resources, enough content to work with. So I feel like if we streamline what we're doing on AI, feeding AI with the right resources, then it will work. This also means that when we're not using AI, what we're doing should be Nigerian. It should be authentic.
Okay.
We shouldn't want to do I'm going to the cafe, so I'm just gonna have cappuccino. I'm gonna have matcha. Is it matcha or mocha?
I don't even
That's
know.
what is that?
Okay,
It has bubble tea, bubble, all those
it's
things.
matcha.
Matcha.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying what happens to going to take custard and pap and all
Let's
those
call it
things.
akamu.
What happens to doing all that? Because if in your normal life, you are not even proud to be Nigerian, you are not showcasing your Nigerian heritage, your culture, where you're from, the things that you see every day, there is no way somehow magically you will not start feeding AI with things that are Nigerian. The culture would die before it even starts growing.
Interesting. So I think this is quite an interesting conversation. We're already calling this segment to a close. But then before we do that, do you think generally the Genius Creators Summit was a go? Now, in terms of educating creators, in terms of enlightening people about the relevance of, IP, because that's one important thing that was talked about, and the policies in place to protect creators. Do you think it was a check mark?
I would say this was the first one. A lot can be done to make it better. I would say that a lot of people did not really get the benefits that they would have gotten from an AI summit, from this summit, because it was not very inclusive, right? Apart from when you're hearing this panel discussions, how does it translate to us? What are we feeding back to you as we have lenders? In education, we call it plenary. Right? So we have this conversation now. Someone listening to us now will not ask the person, what did you get from this?
Feedback.
What do you think we can do better? What did you think we said wrong or right or whatever? Right? That wasn't there. And that could have very much have been there.
Well, this is a conversation.
And also, I feel like AI it's not an abstract concept. It can be very hands-on and practical, right? We don't want to see what you're showing us on TV. We want you to show us in real life. I'm seeing you now. So tell me about AI. Don't tell me that in so and so place they use $500 billion to do. I'm not interested. Also AI create. No, I want you to show me hands-on, such that if I mirror you, I will do exactly what you have done and get the same result as you, if not even better. So I feel like the summit was good as an introductory concept to the Nigerian space, African space of AI. But if it can be a bit more inclusive, such that AI it's like learning how to swim. You don't learn how to swim with mouth. You enter the water.
Practical lessons.
It's practical. Okay, do as I do. See what I'm doing. I'm doing it. Keep doing it. Okay, I did another one. Okay. Oh, I'm floating. That is how AI is. So I feel like if there's going to be another AI summit, it should be 50-50. How do I mean? 50% you telling us what it is, what we should do and all that, and 50% listening to us. Because again, I like to say this, we are not illiterates. Right? We have a reason why we went there, why we want to learn more, why we came out.
Yeah.
So we are not in the beginning phase of knowing what AI is. We want to go deeper and understand that, okay. So I feel like that AI summit is for like beginners. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay. But somebody like you now, come on. You're an OG, no? Yeah, even these ladies that are here. We need, so, but it was a very good one. It was a very interesting, that's not the word. It was a very thoughtful
initiative.
Really, really thoughtful, because we've not had a lot of these in Abuja. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Ogeh. Thank you for this wonderful conversation. Let's move on to other segments. All right. Now we take a very short break. When we come back, we'll turn to Sharon and see what she has for us today. Please stay with us.
For 2 seasons, Timeline has taken you on a journey of exploring real-life issues and solutions. Well, we are on to season 3 of Timeline, a space where we talk about real issues shaping our world. Here, we sit down with voices that matter, with people who are driving change and making impact. We are talking about more than just problems. We're talking about the attainment of our collective commitment, the global goals, the SDGs, and of course, our community-specific targets. Our conversations aren't just about highlighting problems. They're about finding solutions that truly works, solutions that touches lives and impact the globe. An appraisal of how close we are in meeting our global and community targets. We create rooms for honest, thought-provoking conversations, a ride that you wouldn't want to miss. Well, this is Timeline, where conversations lead to solutions that change lives.
All right, thank you so much for staying tuned. This is still Culture Cove. Now we turn to Sharon. Sharon, what do you have for us?
Yeah, thank you, Blessing. I believe we all know about the birth of Jesus celebration, and that's Christmas, right? Okay. And we also know about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and that is Easter. Well, I bring to you another festival that is not so much popular in this part of the world, but is being celebrated. Now, it's called the Timkat, Ethiopian Grand Festival of the Epiphany. Now, in that context, Timkat rather means baptism, and the Epiphany means the manifestation of Jesus. So basically, it's a festival that celebrates the baptism of Jesus Christ. So it's a Christian festival. And this festival is celebrated every 19th of January and 20th if it's a leap year. People get to come together to celebrate not just the baptism of Jesus Christ, but John the Baptist baptizing Jesus in River Jordan. So that's basically the context of that festival. Another interesting thing about the festival is their focus on the Ark. There's a replica. They get to build a replica of the Ark of the Covenant. As we all know in the Bible, if we're Christians, there's the Ark of the Covenant. So in this part of the world, in the festival, the Timkat festival, they get to build the Ark of the Covenant, and then selected men get to dress in very bright colors and then walk through the streets with the ark. Now, interestingly, they don't get to see the ark every time. So during the festival, people are excited and elated. They want to see the ark. Oh, what is it decorated with this time? And all of that. So it brings the excitement. So they get to walk with the ark through the street, and people, follow them behind. They're joyful. They're celebrating with them, and basically all of that. Now, the eve of Timkat, that's before the grand celebration, all of the community, they gather together to have a night vigil. They get to pray, they get to, sing hymns, they get to, play traditional, music and all of that, all in the bid for the preparation of that festival. And then at the dawn, the priests gather together and then bless the water, sprinkle some holy water on them, do some of their ritual before all of the community gather together and, of course, get baptized in the water. It's quite an interesting festival.
Very. So is it their culture they're trying to, preserve, or is like a religious?
Well, it's a religious festival, but they are preserving it based on their culture. Like I said, it's not like a general festival, just like Christmas and Easter. So they picked that and made it their
peculiar
culture.
To theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What do you think about this, Daisy?
I think it's good.
What do you think about the festival, It's like merging their faith and their culture together.
Well, I'm an overthinker.
Okay.
So my perspective of this may be over the board.
Okay.
But I'll try to keep it minimal.
Okay.
It's a festival, and festivals are good. We have color festivals, we have art festivals, we have food and fashion festivals, and now we have what now? Baptism of Jesus Festival?
Yes, Timkat.
That's good. That's good. It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
And it's good. Linking it with Christianity, I don't know about that, but it's a festival. It's good as a festival. People want to celebrate something, they want to come together for something. It's okay. What country again?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Right. I need to visit that country.
Abi?
But not during the time of the festival,
Okay. All right, Omokafe, what do you think
I'll
about
borrow
this?
the word of our guest here and say that it's a very inclusive festival in the sense that they are trying to see how they can make, the baptism of Jesus very relatable to their people. It's just like when our guest was talking about Genius Creative Summit, and now she said that artificial intelligence should be made relatable to us as Nigerians. So we need to have AI pronouncing our names right. And I think this is exactly what this Timkat festival looks to do. They want to see how people can be able to relate to Christianity or the practices of Christianity while still being embedded in their culture.
Well, nice initiative. Nice initiative.
What do you think about it?
Well, I think it's cool. Just like I said before I asked you the question, it's just like they're trying to stay grounded in their culture, their way of life, while also merging with their religion. Well, it's good because in some part of the world, we struggle to do that.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to a very short break. When we come back, we'll turn to Omokafe. She'll give us some very beautiful festival to highlight also. All right, thank you so much. This is still Culture Cove, and now it's time for Omokafe.
Hello guys. So have you ever imagined a music festival where you don't get to pay tickets, but then you attend because of your very charitable actions?
Interesting. Okay, tell us about it.
So this is called the Global Citizen Festival, and it happened this year in September. So it was founded in 2012, where the founders, Hugh Evans, decided that he wanted to have a music festival that was not just for music alone, but where they were able to draw political leaders, organization leaders, philanthropists to be able to donate philanthropically to reducing poverty and ending it by 2030, which is according to the UN Sustainable Goals, right? Yeah, of course, that's the SDG. So every single year, from 2012, they always see that people come together, as young people especially come together to have fun, enjoy themselves, but yet still being able to have brands. Now, for the brands, normally you get to see just brands coming around trying to sell themselves, but this time around, the brands that they showcase are brands that have donated extensively to this particular cause. So that's what you get to see. You see maybe some brands like FIFA showing, that definitely these people have come there to do it. Now, the festival has relevance, like I mentioned earlier, is to reduce poverty. And for this particular year, they were able to see that over 4 million people were able to extensively say that they would donate to ending poverty in African countries and also seeing clean energy access, and most importantly, having children have access to education across African homes, across African country, and of course, across the continent. So that's what we get to see, and that's what this particular music festival is around. So just in case you want to attend the festival, blessing Sharon and our hosts here, all you have to do is always just go to their website. You send messages to political leaders, to philanthropists, to people that are capable enough to do something good for their society. And then when you have been able to do so much, they say that this person can be a global citizen. So you have free tickets to be able to attend this festival. But this year it happened in New York. So that's how it is.
So it goes round.
No, it happens in New York.
Just in New York.
Yes.
Nice, Daisy. What do you think?
I don't have a US visa.
Well, let's see if Global Citizen Music Festival can help you get a visa.
Right?
Yes.
When is the next one? So
the
I can
next one
start.
is going to be next year in September. So you just start emailing political leaders on their website, watching the videos.
Can I send a visa
everything.
application first?
Yes, you do that.
You guys. Okay, but then based on the significance you mentioned, what do you think? Do you think it's a good blend?
Why are you starting with me?
Yeah, I guess.
Because you're a special guest.
Okay, I think it's nice. You're not exactly paying for it, but because of your actions before then, you now get to attend it. Mm-hmm. It's nice, it's good. And then we have different musicians coming up, right?
From Africa across the world. This is Tyler, there's Shakira, there's The Weeknd. From Africa, we had Tyler too. Of course, we had Arasta, all of them there.
I think it's nice, but we should do it in Nigeria.
I would inform them.
I don't mind. I want to go to the one in New York to get American visa and maybe citizen. I could just say, hey.
I will email them.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Daisy. Sharon, quickly, what do you think about this?
Well, it's quite interesting. I think one of the things that caught my attention is the fact that they're trying to elevate poverty before the 2030. And I would say if this festival can be done literally every day, I think we're going to meet our target.
Oh, well, but is it really possible every day?
Well, we can just assume, but I think that's a very good step if we can take it, really.
Anytime I see things that try to merge entertainment or lifestyle with development, I see it as really a very nice initiative. So I must say, really good one. Thank you so much. I think we should look forward to the one happening next year. Maybe I'll join Daisy.
Yeah, I need to apply for that visa. New York, right?
Yes.
Yeah, American visa.
All right. Thank you so much, Kafi, for sharing this beautiful festival. And now we're rounding up. But before we do, can we keep our eyes on the screen?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Daisy.
Yes, ma'am.
Daisy, can you please read this out for us?
Should I read it in a creative way or the way I'm saying it?
Pidgin. Nigerian.
Okay, without AI.
Yeah.
Okay. Na corporation, they make rice well for poor.
Na so.
Baga.
So, what do you think this means?
It means together as a team, we can achieve more. And as an individual, you cannot do as much as you would have done if you were together with a team that is willing to work with you.
Did you look into my books?
Looks like it.
Because why are you so spot on
Are you serious? Oh, wow. Oh,
before that, I'm just saying, it makes a lot of sense what you said, actually. Okay. Sharon, what do you think?
All right. From my own perspective, I think no man is an island, and together we can make greater things. Alone, you might not just be able to achieve. If the rice was not in the pot, it no goes well. But in the pot, cooperated with the pot and of course the fire, it goes well.
Even the water joins.
Even the water. So cooperation really goes a long way.
Omokafe.
And just to summarize everybody's words, we all have to come together to be able to take off the dirt. It's just like if you use one broom, you're not able to sweep. But when you have a bunch, everywhere becomes clean.
Thank you, ladies. I think there's no need to say any more on this. You guys got it spot on. Thank you so much for sharing your take. And thank you so much, Daisy, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for inviting me.
It's a pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, you heard it. Now, corporation, they make rice well for Porto. So, do all you can to ensure you're putting your hands on deck whenever it comes to the issues of preserving our culture, whenever it comes to the issues of ensuring that tomorrow, our languages will not be extinct. Our names, our cultural names will not be extinct. Our hairstyles will not be extinct. And we'll all stand together to say, yes, this is our roots and this is where we're coming from. My name is Blessing Dagin and it's been an utmost pleasure. See you next time.